Yo, what is good, people? Alright, you know what? I got a new name for y'all. Y'all are the flashy people, alright? Yeah, flashy people. Let's go. Alright. No, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm with my friend, Aaron. Say what's up.
What? Hello.
Alright, and he's like me. Alright, we just like to make fun of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. Today we're reacting to Sunny V2's How Amy Schumer Became the Most Hated Human Ever. Let's go.
Amy Schumer places first on literally every single list titled Worst or Most Hated Comedians of All Time. Why? Well, the countless different reasons for it become most interesting when you realize that toward the beginning of her career, she was actually liked and respected amongst the general population. For example, she was listed in Time's Top 100 Most Influential People of 2015, whilst her comedy specials such as this one, and this one received mostly positive reviews, one of which confidently stating that Amy Schumer leaves her audience in stitches. However, while this review was mostly positive, if we go back a couple of sentences, it also points out the first reason as to why Amy Schumer would eventually become so hated. It's easy to label Amy Schumer a one-trick pony. As the title of her special suggests, she talks about sex and she doesn't talk about
The hell?
much else.
Okay.
Her idea of comedy
Yeah, exactly. This chick brings up a good point. Not this guy, sorry. No, she's a slob and horrible example for a young woman. Her idea is for comedy is making jokes about how terrible her vagina smells and or how many guys she's blown. That's not comedy. I agree. All right. I've had the displeasure of watching an Amy Schumer. I've had the displeasure of watching an Amy Schumer thing, and I hated it. I don't know about you, Aaron. Have you?
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, it was a massive displeasure, and I don't recommend it. Actually, her original stuff wasn't terrible. Right? How when he was talking about how the reviews, yeah, those things he brought up were not terrible. However, they weren't good, and they were still a displeasure to watch, in my opinion.
is making jokes about how
Yeah.
terrible her vagina smells and or how many guys she's blown. That's not comedy. This was a comment on a thread discussing why her style was so controversial, the thread including
Hold on, what does this say? I don't think there's hater, at least not, so here's the point out. I cited for admitting in your jokes that at least 2 sexual assaults, rapes, and borrowing jokes and others and absolutely massacring them. Exactly!
another supporting comment which stated, you can call her a one-trick pony or two-trick, which are 1. Here is my vagina, want a detailed description, you will have it anyway. 2. Men are pathetic, and I like to assault / manipulate / emasculate them in every way. With these 2 comments in mind, it becomes obvious that not only does Amy Schumer have little diversity in terms of what topics she jokes about, but her narrow style of joking about her own female anatomy in an unflattering way, whilst constantly joking about men in a derogatory way, is simply going to make her unappealing to a male audience, as well as specific females such as this one who had commented, you can only have so much self-deprecating humor before people get tired of it. How much do I need to hear about her pussy? Certainly not the entire length of her stand-up show, that's for damn sure.
Exactly! Alright? Like, I don't care. I want to hear humor. Not like, oh, I like to make fun of boys because they smelly, right? Like, can you agree with me on this? Please. Exactly.
Yeah.
The very nature of this kind of content, such as the discussion of female promiscuity, also leaves Amy Schumer open to political backlash and debate. This is the next thing that began to turn the audience against her back in 2016. Politics. One article
That's funny.
written by CBS News stated, around 200 people walked out of her Tampa show when Schumer launched into a withering takedown of Donald Trump. It's somewhat of a surprise that fans were caught off guard, because Schumer isn't known for suppressing her political views. In addition to this, Amy Schumer would announce that she was pregnant.
Didn't Amy Schumer have a TV show on Netflix? At one point?
Did she? I think she did.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like her husband was a chef, right? And he was like learning to cook with Amy Schumer or something like that.
Oh. I can imagine how that went.
I saw the first episode. Not my kind of show. I like cooking shows. Not my kind of show. All right.
Oh,
I don't
me
appreciate.
personally, I like them. I like cooking shows actually.
Exactly same.
Uh,
Um, but yeah. Um, special. Jesus. Yeah. So here we are. I've heard her show. I've seen her show. I don't like it. All right. Just my opinion.
Pregnant by posting a list of the people she had voted for, adding at the bottom, "I'm pregnant, Amy Schumer."
Wow, such a funny prank. I almost thought that it would be original.
Using her pregnancy to drive traffic to the candidates which she considered to be favourable. Whenever Amy spoke politically, she always took a liberal viewpoint and was very anti-Republican, even having interviewed Hillary Clinton, yet her audience would come to discover that back in 2007...
Exactly! She was on Fox, the most Republican news channel to ever exist.
Amy Schumer actually got her first big break as a guest on Fox News, which was a pro-Republican news station, angering both sides of the political spectrum.
I don't see why that would anger anybody. Alright, I'm being 100% honest with you. Like, what? Republicans are mad that Amy Schumer was on their show in the 90s, was on their news station in the 90s? What? And again, Democrats, it's like, well, she may have not believed the same thing because, new stuff might have come out. Right, you get the point. There's no real reason to be mad at that, right? Like,
yeah.
so, yeah.
Amy going public with her political opinions meant that she had now alienated another 50% of the already small audience that might still be interested in her style of comedy. Additionally, whenever Amy Schumer was criticized for the comedy itself, she'd use politics as an easy way out by simply blaming the criticism on the alt-right, as highlighted in another...
First off, you might need to make that photo a little fatter if you want to be a perfect Amy Schumer, but I'm not trying. No, I said that. I'm gonna be honest. She's not that bad. She's not that bad, actually. She's gotten a lot better about it. But, however, yeah. I just had to point that out.
Another comment which stated style of comedy. Additionally, whenever Amy Schumer was criticized for the comedy itself, she'd use politics as an easy way out by simply blaming the criticism on the alt-right, as highlighted...
Wait, how do you even blame politics as a excuse for your terrible sense of humor? Trump! Oh my god, Trump poisoned my drink, he made me unfunny! Like, bruh, shut up.
Highlighted in another comment which stated, worst of all, when her audience gives her honest feedback, she whines about how her critics must hate women or how they're all alt-right. Yeah, sure,
Exactly.
Amy, the only reason people hate you is that they're all a bunch of Nazi anti-Semitic misogynists. This comment also highlighted the next reason as to why Amy Schumer became so hated, and that's her lack of personal responsibility and victim complex, which is sometimes even mixed with a hint of entitlement and the contrary attitude that she's better than everyone
Or her lack of a sense of humor.
else. For example, in late 2015, an article was published by Page 6 titled, "Amy Schumer thinks she's too famous to check in at the gym."
Facts. Okay, I don't know if you've heard about this, but he'll explain it, so I'm not even going to. I'll give you more of the basics. She didn't feel like checking in at her gym and then got mad when they told her to check in.
What?
And so essentially, they were like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure it was something along the lines of like, oh, yeah, okay. So they literally asked her for her membership card, and she's like, no. And she got mad that they were asking her to present her membership card.
You can't
Which
do
read,
that.
Amy Schumer...
Exactly. It doesn't fit the making sense section of this world, but whatever. Let's see what
was not happy.
To be honest.
Yeah.
This week when staffers at the Upper West Side Equinox asked her to present her membership card, which is standard practice at the upscale fitness club. She felt entitled to just walk in, a source explained to Page 6. She didn't want to show her key fob and wanted to be able to go in and not be questioned. We're told the annoyed Trainwreck star declared, "I'm famous," when
Trainwreck star.
employees didn't recognize her and insisted she go through the typical check-in procedure. While Equinox believes Schumer eventually enjoyed her workout on Monday afternoon,
What?
I'm thinking. Because No shot. Equinox genuinely believes that they've gotta they've gotta be saying that just so Amy Schumer doesn't just buy them out and shut them down. Like, because as unfunny as she is, yeah, 2015, she had a lot of money. So she easily could have. So, yeah, I was curious about that.
Our source said she was so unhappy she stormed off. A different article sporting similar energy was titled, Amy Schumer can't be bothered to take photos with fans, which stated Amy Schumer wants to make it clear she does not owe you a selfie. The article...
Exactly. She technically doesn't, but you don't have to be ridiculous about it and say that.
Went on to describe an exchange that Amy Schumer had whilst in town for a comedy show. This guy in front of his family just ran...
Dude, is that just her new... The train wreck star, is that just her new, like... Not her new, but... Yeah, definitely not her new. But is that just her, like, kind of... shtick now? Is that just what she kind of is, the train wreck star? Like, because that'd be actually really funny.
Next to me and scared the shit out of me. Put a camera in my face. I asked him to stop and he said, no, it's America and we paid for you. This was in front of his daughter. I was saying stop and no. Great message to your kid. Yes, legally you're allowed to take a picture of me, but I was asking you to stop and say no. I will not take pictures with people anymore, and it's because of this dude in Greenville. Yet after the other...
Yeah, didn't he get interviewed? Yeah,
The person involved was then interviewed by a local news station. A whole different side to the story was revealed.
But he tells us that
Yeah, he got
that's not
interviewed.
exactly how it went according to him.
I see her face and I'm like, all right, cool. So I hurry up and get on my Instagram and I'm like, here goes Amy, and then she just loses it and she just gets mad, and that is totally false what she wrote about me.
So if Amy Schumer was too famous to check into her local gym or take photos with fans, she must have thought pretty highly of herself. If that's truly the case, then surely she'd be happy with an $11 million
Oh my god.
offer from Netflix for one of her comedy specials a year later in 2017, right? Well, no, not really. Amy Schumer claimed that the $11 million offer wasn't enough money for 60 minutes of comedy footage, citing it as unfair due to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle receiving $20 million for their specials. Now this...
Are you stupid, lady? Like, are you actually that dumb? Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock's comedy is in a league of its own. You can't just say that. Are you that stupid? Like, okay, Austin, Aaron, do you understand, how, do you understand, like, the comedy standing of Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock?
Not really.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
So essentially, they are some of the most famous comedians on the face of this earth. Right?
Right.
Amy Schumer? I didn't even know she existed until her show came out in, I want to say, 2014. Dave Chappelle's...
15, I think it said.
Did it actually come out in 2015, her show?
I think so. I think that's what the video said.
The video didn't bring up her show.
Yeah, it did.
I brought up her show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I brought up her
I think
Netflix show.
That's like an offer for like 11 mil, right?
No, that's for a comedy special. I'm talking about her Netflix show, Learning to Cook with Amy Schumer.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Not,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that actually this is what she's talking about. But regardless. Yeah, Dave Chappelle has been doing comedy for easily 20 to 15 years. Chris Rock, I don't know. Alright, I don't really watch Chris Rock. I know Dave Chappelle's a comedic genius, though. So that amount of money he's probably making is 100% worth it, because there's going to be a lot of people watching him. But again, her Netflix stuff is after all of this criticism, after all of this. So you know what that means? If they get bad reviews, they're probably going to get bad reviews for it. You know what that means? They're going to lose money. So of course they're not going to pay her $60 million for it. Because if you...
This argument would be perfectly fine assuming all three comedy specials were of similar quality.
Exactly!
Only they most certainly weren't. Amy's comedy special, the one that
Yeah. Didn't Dave Chappelle's get like 7 or something?
she was paid $11 million for, was so bad that IMDb users gave it a rating of 3.1 out of 10, whilst Netflix had to change their rating system
Exactly! Because Amy Schumer crashed their rating system.
entirely, which hit its 1.35 out of 5-star performance on their platform. The changes to the industry she's made is incredible, like how Netflix had to remove their rating system because her special was so terrible.
The goods and the bads of this comedy special. We'll go ahead and start about what's good with it. That ends that segment. That about covers that.
Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, on the other hand, received a rating of 8.2 out of 10 on
W most critical.
IMDb, whilst Chris Rock's received a less impressive but still superior rating of 6.6 out of 10. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were ranked as number 9 and number 5 on Rolling Stone's top 50 comedians of all time, whilst the only list Amy Schumer seems to top is IMDb's top 10 worst comedians of all time. When Dave Chappelle
What the frick? Oh, it's an ad, really?
This
Is it? Oh, I was about to say, it's 2 minutes long, and that thing didn't come up. I'm like, is it unskippable?
Chappelle went on Comedy Central
Right.
all the way back in 2004, he'd receive a viewership of 3.1 million people.
Yeah,
Yet when
3.1.
Amy Schumer went on Comedy Central at the height of her popularity in 2016, her viewership
Almost, a little under 500K. So, hold on, it's about 3.1 mil. Alright, yeah. That means Amy Schumer had a sixth of his viewers. And she wants the same pay?
That's just not happening.
Exactly. She's stupid.
It was
I'm
less
convinced.
than 500,000. I'm truly cackling at the audacity of Amy Schumer thinking she deserved the same pay as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Like, girl, what? So Amy Schumer wants Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle money, but haven't put in the years they put in. Talk about privilege and opportunity,
Also talk about lack of humor.
shaking my head.
Like, you gotta be funny to make that much money. No pun intended, no rhyme intended.
Amy Schumer is maybe Josh Gad level. She's not as
Exactly.
famous or enduring as Chris Rock. She's not a legend like Dave Chappelle. In case Amy Schumer complaining about being paid $11 million wasn't already dumb enough, it became even worse when her audience would discover that some of the jokes within her special might have been stolen from other comedians. Compilations began to pop up on YouTube so
Exactly. I'm be honest. I saw this in the comments. Hold on, let me get the comment real quick. Oh. I found this really funny. Hold on. How could a person still steal jokes and still be unfunny? Facts. Amy Schumer is literally the friend who did her first comedy show because her drunk girlfriends told her she was funny. Yeah, on God. That's facts. Man, go.
such as these two, giving example after
They're by the same
of
guy,
ways in
too.
which Amy Schumer had stolen jokes from other comedians in the past.
How's this?
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, no.
They can ring you up right over there.
Thanks so much.
Sure. Okay, I'm Bengi. If you need any other sizes, you please let me know, all right?
Okay.
There you go.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
All right, did somebody help you with this?
Yeah, she's right over. Oh, she's not there.
Did someone help you today?
Yeah,
Who was it?
You know, I don't see him.
Oh, that's okay. What did she look like?
She's dark hair. She was wearing a blazer.
Oh yeah, all the girls are wearing blazers.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah, he is wearing like a vest, like a plaid shirt.
I don't know what everyone who works here wore today.
If she had a favorite president, it would probably be Lincoln.
Are there any other...
Okay, first off, this original one isn't even all that funny, but whatever.
distinguishing features?
I would guess he probably voted for Obama. I know
Okay, yeah, this is a blatant copy. Like,
I did.
As these compilations began to pick up steam on YouTube, news article after news article was published calling
no, wait, hold on, hold on. Does she actually have a master class? those were never there. Those were never there. All right.
Never there. Yes.
Oh my God, my spelling. Oh my, dude. Jeez.
Oh, my bad.
No shot. Does she actually?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it. Because I was about to say, if she actually has one, that'd be amazing. Go!
Amy
There
Schumer
we
a joke
go.
thief, whilst others within the comedy space would come forward stating that Amy Schumer stealing jokes was discussed regularly behind the scenes. Twitter
I'm not surprised. Like, genuinely, of course they're gonna be slightly upset if, like, you steal jokes. Right, Austin, have you seen me when you know who stole every one of my jokes?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, yeah, we're talking about JW.
Ah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
That was hysterical. And then he proceeded to get, like, made fun of for the rest of the year. That was hilarious. But whatever.
took the exact same.
I was livid, though.
Such as, is it just me or is Amy Schumer just not that funny? Despite
W. Amir, we like that.
the fact that she has a terrible personality and steals half her jokes, prompting
Exactly. Like, again. Well, hold on. I'm gonna keep rephrasing this because it's hysterical. Your mom is a guy 4825. Your mom is a guy 2485. Said it best. How can you steal jokes and still be unfunny?
Amy to address the criticism in an Instagram post where she'd once again alleviate any personal responsibility by blaming the backlash on Reddit. Dear
No way! This girl blamed her. Hold on. No shot. Hold on. Run this back.
where she'd once again alleviate any personal responsibility by blaming the backlash on Reddit. Dear sweet misunderstood.
I can't believe. I thought there were Let's take a look at my. Let's take a look at my channel banner. All right. To tell you exactly how I feel about stuff like this. What? I hate stupid people. What?
Amy Schumer places first
that,
on
like,
literally
Hold on, wait, we gotta
every
find this.
single
I didn't think about this. Hold on, I didn't think this through.
It was 8 minutes and something.
Thank you. Yeah, it was later in the video though. Why is Curse Forge open?
a joke in my life. Also going on the gym.
Okay, yeah, here. Yeah, you were off. It's. Oh wait, no, you weren't. My bad. What does this scream? Stupid people.
Blaming the backlash on Reddit. Dear sweet misunderstood geniuses in the bowels of subreddit chat rooms. I've never stolen a joke in my life.
Also,
going
you
on
have
the
to
Jim
be.
Norton advice show before stating the following.
And I'm
Jeez. You have to be the most technologically uninclined human being to call it a subreddit chat room. More specifically, the chat room part.
Stolen a joke in my life. Also going on
Yes,
the
you
Jim
have.
Norton advice show before stating the following.
And I'm so careful. And none of these things had ever reached me, and I will literally take a polygraph, and I just
A lie detector? Do you understand how there are no lie detectors that are at all accurate? Because I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Because how it works, how lie detectors work, if you guys don't know this, is they measure your heart rate, your blood pressure, and all that. If you've got a spike in blood pressure or a spike in heart rate, it detects something's wrong and you're nervous, therefore you're most likely hiding something. Right? And that means literally if your blood pressure and heart rate go up or something like that, and it detects your sweat production and everything like that. So if all that goes up, that means it's going to detect a lie, even if like, for me, I have purple hair. If someone were to ask me if I had purple hair and all those were up, it'd still be a lie. The only, and I mean the only, accurate, by any means, lie detector is learning every single micro expression and looking at people and determining them.
would never do that. Like, that would be so stupid for me to do that.
Amy Schumer would eventually take a polygraph test for a Vanity Fair video, during which she was asked about stealing jokes.
Coming up with new material is difficult. Have you ever stolen?
Oh, dude, hold on. When did that come out? Those are the least effective lie detectors I've ever seen.
A joke?
No.
Yes, she has. Hold on, let me check something.
Have you ever stolen a joke?
No.
Yep, she has. She has. And I can tell you how. I learned this from TV. Alright? Do you see this slight little smirk?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how her lips are kind of going up? Right?
Yeah.
That's because no human on the face of the earth, not you, not me, not anybody, can resist the slightest smile when telling a lie if they think they got away with it. That's my theory. I think she's lying. Oh, she's
What about an idea for a sketch?
No.
An idea for a character?
No.
Avoiding eye contact until she makes her statement. It gives her time to think about it.
Let me rephrase. Have you ever taken inspiration for a joke from somebody else?
No.
Yet the video is edited in a bizarre way where she says no before it fails to include whether or not she was telling the truth. The whole dilemma was certainly a point of debate, yet one joke which Amy Schumer definitely hadn't stolen was a joke made in front of Steve.
Yeah! This! Just, you know, Steve-O's a guy who never stops laughing, right? He's a great guy. Watch this.
14, relating to the death of his friend Ryan Dunn.
And Steve-O is here. Steve-O, great try. Steve-O!
Laughing.
But I truly am, no joke, sorry for the loss of your friend Ryan Dunn. I know you must have been thinking it could have been me, and I know we were all thinking, why wasn't it?
This lady has something wrong in her head for making that joke.
Death over people.
Did you hear that? Did you hear exactly what she said?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. She basically said, so her, Steve-O's friend died. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, oh, great try, and I am sorry for your loss, and I know, and she's like, I know, this is in the term of Steve-O. She basically said, I know you were thinking it could have been me, and everyone else was thinking, why wasn't it? Basically saying she wants Steve-O dead.
That's just not, like, a lot of people want her dead, but we don't talk about it.
Exactly.
Well, we do, actually. We actually do talk about it a lot, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Notice, that man is not even smirking. He was mad that day.
Thank you.
Steve-O is always
Thank you,
laughing.
yeah.
When he's not, it's for real. Imagine being such a
Did
buzzkill
not
that you
look
kill
intrusive when
Steve-O's vibe. Amy Schumer doesn't understand the concept of dark humor. She's got the dark, now she just needs to find the humor.
Respect it. Thank you.
What made this even worse was that her audience would eventually use this little zinger as an example that Amy Schumer was able to dish out harsh jokes, but was unable to take them herself. What we're referring to is a tweet made in early 2006.
Yo, who is that dude? Nah, cause that genuinely looks like that kid looks like he's taking a picture with his mom, bro. That can't be his mom though, is it?
no
By a
way.
17-year-old movie critic who had posted
Movie critic.
a
Okay.
photo of himself with Amy Schumer, titled with a light-hearted comedic caption reading, "Spent the night with @Amy Schumer." Certainly not the first guy to write that, referring to Amy often talking about the different guys she's been with during her shows.
Yeah, and then she's gonna get offended by it.
So if Amy thought it was appropriate to joke about Steve-O's recently deceased friend, surely she shouldn't have a problem with someone making a little comment about the amount of guys she's been with.
Especially after that's most of her comedy. Like, that's what pisses me off about her. She has the sense of, I'm gonna make fun of everyone else and certain things about me. But no one else is allowed to even so much as speak on those same topics. Right?
Yeah,
That
I know a person.
pisses me
Yeah.
off.
I know a person like that.
Why don't you drop some initials?
I don't know. The JW.
Oh, yeah, that's true. JW is kind of like that. Dude, I still can't believe he pulled some of the things he did, but whatever. We're getting off topic. Back to the video.
Yes.
Especially considering it's basically all she talks about within her shows. Well, Amy didn't take it all that lightly, replying to the 17-year-old fan by stating, "I get it, cause I'm a whore."
What? Lady! Again! And look at her profile picture! She's better flash her movie! Like,
Careful.
yes! And also, because that's her entire comedy style. That's what she talks about. How many guys she slept with. And sex. That's it. God dang it. Hello? Oh, I turned off audio. I'm special.
Morals
I turned
by
off
stating-
audio. Hold on.
Oh.
To your dad. Others on Twitter would respond to what you might call Amy's inconsistent joke morals by stating, "That's
Exactly.
the same type of joke Amy Schumer uses to keep her fame. Suddenly that humor is off limits now, huh? LOL." Others would support Amy Schumer in tweets stating, "Thank you @Amy."
What? These people piss me off. Hold on. We're gonna turn this. People piss me off. Look at this. Thank you, Amy Schumer, for holding him accountable and not just blowing it off. Like what?
Amy Schumer for holding him accountable and not just
The
blowing it
topic isn't
off.
bad,
Yet the
but the
discourse and
bottom guys-
contrast between
Interesting.
Exactly.
these two different viewpoints really conclude how Amy Schumer became so hated. She used controversy and difference of opinion to grow her career whilst angering
Well, it's angering everyone else.
the
Yeah.
entire world in the process.
Oh.
All right. That is the entire video, everyone. I thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. Like and subscribe, please. Goodbye, everyone.